throughout the city, and I guess the only alternative is to have odd even parking, you know, during those winter months. Thank you.
Thank you. One more comment and then we'll close the public hearing. Come on.
Art Chunky, 905 East Main Street. Zoning, I think it's spot on to go with mixed use. I was planning commission back in those days, and the master plan included having some mixed use sort of stuff, some small retail mixed in different areas of town. I think this, as far as the zoning, is perfect for the spot. So I'm all for the zoning. I'll throw in my 2 cents about the site plan. There's going to be a lot of people unhappy with the parking and the density. And I understand trying to get maximum use out of that property. And I understand that they gotta at least have something that is viable. But hopefully we can find something in the middle of that someplace, because that's gonna be a problem, bigger problem parking. Thank you.
Sure. One more.
Hello, my name's John Laird, 524 East Main Street. I was just curious as to what the developer plans to charge for these units, 1 and 2 bedroom units. Nobody mentioned that. That could be have influence on parking. I mean, if you got a 2 bedroom, you could have 4 cars in a 2 bedroom unit. And I don't know how many units they plan for parking here, but it could be a lot more than what they possibly think, depending. And a lot of that would depend on the cost of the units. I've heard anything about that. Thank you.
I'm going to close.
I heard you say one more. Can I have a half of one?
Sure.
I'll make it short and to the point, because I had 3 items I wanted to cover, and I shortened it up, and bottom line is, you go down Avery Street, there's no water line down there. They go across my property, they've done it twice. There's only 2 houses down there that get the water. The lady mentioned water on Main Street. You make it sound like it's all good, and I'm not sure it is, but I think that's something you better look at. There is a sewer line that goes down there, because I had sewer problems this spring, last month, and that might be an issue. Another thing you might want to do in exchange is for Horatio Street, fix Avery Street. Thank you.
I'm going to close the public hearing portion of this. Zoning, commissioners.
Just to say one quick thing.
Oh, sure.
Sorry. This is my son James. He also lives on 212 North Division. And I want to say we walked the streets the last week, and I made flyers, and we made a petition against this building, and we have nearly 70 names on it. And I talked and raised awareness with everyone just about the concerns. And I wanted to be positive on something as well and say I am not against something going in this location. I am for the progress and development of Lowell. I just think something smaller would be suitable. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, any thoughts at all?
I got a question for Mike about the speed limit. Is that a state thing because it's a highway, or is
Yeah, we have no control of M21. As a matter of fact, if we ask them, odds are they would raise it higher. So I would avoid that.
You have to understand too that we have to fight MDOT almost yearly to keep our downtown at least at 25, right? They want to raise this up to 30 or more, which means now you're going to be doing 35, 40, right? So every year, Chief, Mike, argue with the state, and we can maintain it. Yeah. I would suggest you call MDOT and have it out with them that it's too quick. Your livelihood's at stake. Your everything.
I do think though that if there was a development of that size there, I do think that would actually possibly revisit MDOT actually consider lowering the speed because of the pedestrian concern.
Okay. Any other questions, commissioners? I would like to make the motion for the rezoning request of 112 Horatio Street, 805 East Main Street, and 825 Main Street, that we approve this to go to the Lowell City Council for approval of the rezoning. Do I have a second for that?
Support.
And discussion?
To the public, this is the fun of creating a safe environment for everybody. Looking at the water, looking at the parking, looking at, this is what we do generally. This is our job, I guess. And we take all those things very seriously.
Any other thoughts? Any other discussion on the motion? Sue, voice vote, please.
Commissioner Chambers?
Yes.
Commissioner Ellis?
Yes.
Commissioner Gadula?
Yes.
And Chair Barker?
Yes. As to the mixed-use development site plan review, I would suggest that we table it. And my thinking is probably we might want to table it. You might want to consider this as tabling it until September, which would give the city time for rezoning. The developers are here. They've heard the concerns. It gives them a chance to look at their plans and do those kinds of things. And then it also gives us a chance, because quite frankly, we just got this fairly recently, and there's a lot of material here. And our other precedent is several months ago, we did the exact same thing. When we did a rezoning, we tabled the request. And I would like to keep that precedent in place, because I think for us to consider this tonight, we don't know for sure the city council will rezone, which makes this plan irrelevant. So I would propose that we table it until our September meeting. And that, again, that would give the city council time, it will give the Andy time, it will give the applicants time to look at all of the things and give us some time to look at.
Mike, do you know when this is going to come before us?
We were actually, we had discussed internally, if the rezoning was approved, we were looking at bringing it to the next council meeting. Monday to consider, and it's up to the council if they want to address at that time or move to another meeting. That's totally up to you. But that's what we were thinking internally.
I just think there's a lot of material here, and it's wonderful use of the space, frankly, but there's a lot to go through and a lot to be looked at and to be thought about. So I will make that proposal that we just table it until our September meeting, which I think is the 10th or something like that, whatever it is. I guess, Sue, do we have to vote on that?
I would recommend doing that.
You would have to vote yes.
You mean our
Second? Do you have a second?
Are you talking our August or
September meeting.
September?
Yeah. I'm making that motion. Do I have a second?
I see.
Discussion. Sue, voice vote?
Commissioner Chambers?
Yes.
Commissioner Ellis?
Yes.
Commissioner Gadula?
Yes.
Chair Barker?
Yes. Thank you. And thank everybody here. This will give everybody else a chance to stay tuned. No reason to come back, which we'd love to have all of you here. So stay tuned and we'll kind of go from there. Yes. Right. We do, however, we've also got some other things going on at that point, and with the amount of material that is here, we need some time to look at it. Yeah, we're not pigeonholing, we're not stalling or anything, it's just the way it works. Okay, thank you. Staff report, Sue, anything?
I have nothing further.
Mike? Miss Attorney? We're good? All right, Commissioners? Mike?
Had a great time at the Road Walk, so you guys are.
Good one, wasn't it? Marty?
He's not here, but Chief won the trophy for the fastest highway derby car in our little gathering, so.
Cool. Tony?
Yeah.
When are we gonna get the individual maps for the city? Colored maps? Have we decided on that?
Yeah, now that we're back into our new fiscal year, we can get those on order.
The only remark that I would have is please maintain your paperwork from tonight so that we'll have everything for the next time around. I guess we can ditch some of it, but most of it was, because we also tabled the other ones, so I just recommend keeping everything at this point. Okay? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
And a second? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.